This week on HermitCraft. Who's that Hermitron? Okay, seriously, with this, how can I possibly know? This could be anything from the Spheres tribe. Welcome to the HermitCraft Recap. My name is PixelRiffs, our writer is ZloyXP, and before we begin, a special shout out has to go to everyone who's followed the links in previous recaps and visited our own channels. We've had some amazing support, and it is very much appreciated. With that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the HermitCraft server this week. As more and more people are getting tired of hearing about the Hermitron minigame, we decided this time we'd move it to the end of the recap. For now, enjoy this quick summary from False Symmetry.
It's like a Hermitron update with full symmetry. Today, the rules have changed, and I still haven't won. That is how it's going to go.
Short and to the point. If only she'd put a Linkin Park reference in there somewhere, I would have believed that Zloy wrote it. It seems the 5,000 club idea really took off with the Hermits, as we see some incredible work done in the club hall this week. While False takes it upon herself to build a community lounge, Scar builds a freaking spaceship. We get it, and Cubfan sets up an entire museum of Minecraft in-game flight. Its timeline stretches all the way through the TNT launchers and slime piston catapults to the much more sophisticated fart propulsion flying of today.
That's why it smelled so bad every time I was flying.
Yeah, go ahead. They give you extreme flatulence, that's why you fly so well.
False does her part in destroying the ozone layer by building a supercar for Impulse's mansion. Then again, it might be a Tesla. Azuma Void finally receives the celebratory prank for passing his driving test, and it's nice to see the design actually work, unlike the last time.
Oh wow, that's really impressive. They're being stacked onto the fence posts and then flung up into the air, and it says, congrats! And look at that, a fireworks display as well. Oh my days, that went off without a hitch.
The Octavoid sorting system finally comes in handy when X decides to just grab all the things from his previous hideout and dump them into the Octavoid. He actually has to intentionally AFK while it all sorts. Hot damn, that's a lot of
Items.
Speaking of which, has anyone already remixed him saying items? I know there's a remix of Iskall singing this week. Here, have a listen.
I play Hermitron Go every day. I play Hermitron Go.
While everyone is busy hunting for boxed-in renamed items, X takes this time to polish the surroundings and interiors of the Hungry Hungry Hermits minigame. This puts him in a position perfectly fit for a terraforming time-lapse, which he also uses to chat with the audience. So he's now both Scar and Mumbo Jumbo. Actually, it's kind of the other way around too, because this week Mumbo decides to build a wool farm, something Azuma and Iskall built basically at the beginning of the season, but that nobody seems to have used since. Of course, the design is completely different and is dripping with redstone, observers, and everything except for actual sheeps. Tinfoil Chef takes the Cubfan way of building houses and expands the caretaker's house into a massive mansion. Doesn't try to levitate it just yet though. Despite Joe Hills restocking the leather shop on a regular basis, Impulse SV makes his own cow farm, one actually mushroom based and located in a super chunk, which of course allows him to set up a wheat dispenser, several different modes, and a bovine aqua park it seems. Finally, we once again have the return of a major player in the form of Python GB, once more to finish the Sea Town. And this time he's coming back full force since he already has 3 episodes prepared for us, which is a welcome change of pace after a 3-month HermitCraft drought. Welcome back, Python. To increase the productivity and maybe raise some spirits, he calls upon the help of Wells Knight, who has also been dealing with a bit of a creative block for HermitCraft, but that seems to be in the past for now.
Castle is something that I would like to build. I think it would be really cool. There's a nice extreme hills biome, kind of right behind where the Christmas village, that we could put the castle back there, and that would be a really cool location for it.
And now let's talk about that one minigame everyone's playing.
I play Hermitron Go every day.
Rendog changes the rules again, and from now on you can only have one mythic in your collection, which of course inconveniences Tangotech, who has half the board full of mythics. Using the last days before Ren starts enforcing the rule, Tango trades his mythics away to several hermits, with varying results.
Can you keep a secret? You're not allowed to go over to Tango's videos and comment on them and tell him about this, but those rares that I traded with him, I literally swapped out of the trading chest moments before we met up.
Having developed a taste for the game, Tango also starts building a special minigame where you should be able to battle your Hermitrons. Sadly, the rules of it are complicated and require thinking, hence no comment on them from us. Mumbo Jumbo finally joins the hunt and finds himself in a bit of a predicament. It turns out there isn't even a plot left for him in the trading hall, and he has to move in with Iskall while Rendog digs out a new area specially for him. Since the tutorial hall is severely outdated at this point, Iskall has to guide the spoon through the rules of the game, and in the process they stumble upon Ren as he was placing a Hermitron pack.
We found a Hermitron before it was even.
Go ahead and grab it.
Alright, okay, this one's mine.
Yeah, this one's yours.
And that's pretty much it for this week's recap. My name has been Pixel Riffs, our writer is ZloyXP. If you feel like doing us a favour, you can check out some of our own videos linked in today's end card. Don't forget to leave a like to support the channel and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.